What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Channel Liquidator, coming back with another video. So it looked like the situation between Kayla Clark and the Connecticut Sun fan has been leaked, and none other than Teresa Weatherspoon is the latest coach to lose their job. Guys, we got a lot to cover in this one. For this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Right now, man, this video right here is gonna be one of them ones, dog, because a lot of stuff has transpired within the last 24 hours, and we finna dissect it all piece by piece, man. Now, we know Kayla Clark fever is currently done, sitting at the crib, getting ready for next year. And I'm here to tell you, it's still more drama and more headlines surrounding Kayla Clark, even though she ain't even playing in the league right now. They season over with. We have WNBA players, veterans, and pretty much everybody connected to this league blaming Kayla Clark fan base for the hate a lot of these players has been receiving. Bro, you cannot single-handedly blame Kayla Clark fan base. Did y'all not just see what happened at the Connecticut Sun game? Not only was it a fan that called out Kayla Clark, it was somebody with media credentials. Your boy John the Liquidator tried to get media credentials for the WNBA. They told me hell to the no, bro. But y'all give this guy media credentials and he harassing Kayla Clark on the sideline. This whole league is ridiculous. Well, it looked like someone who was actually at the game, sitting a row or two behind the gentleman, leaked it all online last night via the X, bruh. Now, let's have a recap of exactly what happened at the Connecticut Sun game. Roll the footage.
They corral the defensive board. They're getting it and going. It's
Caitlin Clark, sorry to interrupt, Rebecca, getting into it with a fan who she was going back and forth with in the front row and pointing it out to the officials. And now the officials calling on security to take a look. As Clark and Bonner have a conversation now too, and they're going at it.
What is happening here?
A lot of activity early in this game.
There sure is.
And now security is going to have a conversation with that gentleman.
Now, that was the incident that transpired at the Connecticut Sun game between Kayla Clark and the fan. Now, just like I stated, more information is coming out about exactly what was said to Kayla Clark. Let's pull up some of these tweets right now. This fan stated he didn't just call her a bleep. He also stated he hopes she falls and break her neck, among other things. Then he got up to go back to his seat, then bragged about it to other Sun fans around. I sat behind them. More people that was actually at the game came forward as well. One fan stated this: the guy told a Fever reporter that he was kind of embarrassed by the whole thing because he said he just told her to quit whining. WTF. Now, I don't know if I believe that, bro, but it is what it is. I don't know if all of this information is true, but as of right now, I gotta say it is all alleged because the gentleman that was removed from the game and then let back in, he has yet to comment on the situation. Now, we do know that he did have media credentials around his neck. So right now, we don't know if he still have those, but man, this is a tough time dealing with the WNBA. I feel like they is not equipped for all of this stuff that is about to transpire in this league. And speaking of that, we got Rachel Dementa actually talking about Kayla Clark fans, setting the tone for the next phase of this video. Let's roll the footage.
There are still certain people within the WNBA who want the league to grow, but they don't want it to grow if it's certain people at the face. And there is still this undertone of jealousy that for some reason I cannot get around calling it anything else but that, because I don't know what else it could be. I thought it was going to get better this season, but it hasn't. There are still people who seemingly, to me, feel like they just don't want Caitlyn to be a part of it. Because with Caitlyn comes millions and millions and millions of more eyeballs. And with those millions and millions and millions of more eyeballs, unfortunately, is going to come some people who are not nice. But I'm going to push back just a little bit because I wonder if Caitlyn, in every post-game press conference and every interview that she did with reporters and anytime she did any media, if she came out and talked about the kind of hateful comments that she was getting, the death threats that she was getting, the stalking allegations that she was getting, if she came out and told everybody the reason why she has personal security that goes with her every single place, it's a lot. And so it's not just Caitlin Clark fans or Indiana Fever fans. It is not all going in one direction. There are Sky fans, I'm going to say fans because I don't know if they're fans or if they're trolls, who live online just waiting for somebody to say something about Caitlyn or say something about the Indiana Fever, and they go after them. And another time that I'm going to bring up once again, because I think it's just such a blatantly obvious example of a point that if you want to stick up for your fellow WNBA players, this would be the time to do it. And it's the Dearica Hamby situation. And when she played at the Las Vegas Aces again, she was booed every time she touched the ball. That is not something that she could run away from in that moment. She was at her workplace. And yes, getting booed at an away stadium or an away arena is something that happens in sports, and it is something that you have to deal with and you have to be mentally tough. But she was not getting booed because she did something disrespectful to their organization. She filed a lawsuit that claimed that she was mistreated while she was pregnant, while she was in one of her most vulnerable states, that she was mistreated by that organization. She won championships with that organization. And that organization's fans, and I am going to call them fans because they bought tickets to go into the arena. In that instance, they booed her every time she touched the ball. She came out in a podcast and said that she fought back tears that entire game. That is an instance, if you want to come out and talk about bullying and talk about hate being spread and talk about toxic fan bases, why wasn't that instance brought up? A lot of these...
That was Rachel Dementa speaking about the Caitlin Clark fan base. And it's crazy, man, how a lot of these WNBA veterans is now blaming Caitlin Clark fan base for all of the hate that is currently going on in this league. No, bruh. At the end of the day, y'all been doing a lot of weird stuff, and it's finally time for y'all to hold y'all head up and take responsibility for the weird stuff y'all been doing in the WNBA all these damn years. Don't be mad because the rabbit got the gun. Now, with all that being said, none other than Brittany Griner actually weighed in on this whole situation, and Angel Reese did as well, playing victim, talking about she been dealing with Caitlin Clark fan base harassment for the last 2 years. Let's roll the footage, man.
Take, quick action instead of kind of delaying it like what they
said, quick action, not waiting to put out a statement that is way overdue. There's definitely things that you can do on social media. I do it on my page where you can, limit some of the things that are seen. You can put in keywords that, will, when somebody puts in a comment that should not be on the page, because it doesn't reflect what we stand for, what we are as a league, but it's just all up and down the W's page. Removing those. But I get it, It's all about likes, it's all about the number of comments, no matter how good or bad those comments or likes are. I don't think it's right, but just being swift with it, making a statement, making a stand. Fans that come to games and they want to show out in the wrong way, they don't need to be in. They don't need to be in there, and that should be around for everybody, not just certain arenas or certain players. Like, it needs to be upheld for everybody, because we all deserve to play in a safe environment. Like, I deserve to be here and play and not have to worry about racial and just sexist comments.
I've never been called the things that I've been called on social media, and there's no place for it. And basketball is headed in a great direction, but nah, we don't want fans that are going to degrade us and call us racial names. I mean, we already see what's happening in the world and what we have to deal with in that aspect. And, we come to play basketball for our job and it's fun, but we don't want to go to work every day and have social media blown up over things like that. It's uncalled for, and something needs to be done, whether it's, them checking their fans or this league checking. There's no time for it anymore.
So as you guys can see in that clip there was Angel Reese retweeting out what Alicia Thomas said to the press the other day. And speaking of Angel Reese, guys, her coach was fired late last night, broke the internet. We finna dive into it right now. So Angel Reese actually broke the story way before the media even got hold to it. So she put out this tweet right before the news came out that Teresa Weatherspoon was actually fired from the Chicago Sky. Now, she stated, "I'm heartbroken. I'm literally lost for words, knowing what this woman meant to me in such a pivotal point in my life. She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me. Many don't even know what it's like to be black in sports." Come on, bro. Angel, why you always gotta jump to race, bro? Every damn time, bro. You had a tough job, all the crazy circumstances that we went through this year, and when your back was up against the wall, you always believed. I came to Chicago because of you. You were an unsung hero in my life. Now, you talking about you came to Chicago because of her. Bruh, you was drafted by them. You didn't have a damn choice. Golly. We built a relationship in a short amount of time that will last forever. I will never question God while he brings people in my life and takes them away from me in the capacity that I need them. But I've always believed everyone is in your life for a reason, not a season. You were the best reason and season. You didn't deserve this, but I can't thank you enough. I love you, Teaspoon. So it looked like Angel Reese is not taking the news very well that our head coach has lost her job. Dwayne Wade say, bump all this. We trying to win. Kayla Clark and them going to the playoffs. We around here starting drama, looking like fools on the internet. It's time for a change. And that's what Dwayne Wade feel like. Get down in the comment section. Let me know y'all thoughts about this. Keep them Bills on. I'm wishing T. Weatherspoon nothing but the best in her coaching career. Some people say Kurt Miller could be headed to Chicago. Some more news come out about that. I'm going to be sure to let you guys know. But definitely keep them Bills on, bruh, because this is going to be a long off season. And like always, shake the haters off. I'm out of here. Peace out.
Shake the haters.